Hey guys, sorry I had to go get my testing materials. Anyway, so where were we? We were solving for A. And so now I'm going to move 7 over here. And we have 4A equals -3. Divide both sides by 4. And we know A is -3 over 4. So based on that, we can mark off A and C. And we just need to plug in our vertex, and we have our answer. Y equals -3 over 4 times x plus 3 squared minus 7. So your answer is B. This one here, it says, do the ordered pairs, and here they are, represent a quadratic function? Well, let's see. I'm going to turn this on, and I don't think we've done anything quite like this, but we know we can put this in a table. So I'm going to hit, oh, we have done it. So stat, enter. I'm going to put 0, because I'm putting my x in first. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to tab over, and I'm going to put a -3. I'm going to put in a -2. I'm going to put in a 1, a 6, and a 13. I'm going to hit graph. Is that it? Zero and -3. I don't know if that's it. So let me hit stat, tab 4. No, this is not it. I know. I'm sorry. Stat, tab 5. There it is. And yes, this is a quadratic function in that we have x squared, 1, of course we wouldn't write it, and there's not a middle number, but we have -3. So x squared minus 3 is our answer. And I just want to make sure that I can hit graph here. I'm going to hit zoom. I want to zoom out. And it's going to be a quadratic function, so yes. Number 16, does the function here, so they have quite a few things we need to move around. Does it open upward or downward? So we need to get y by itself. And to do that, I need to move -3x squared to the other side. So that gives me y equals -3x squared plus 3x plus 4. So since this is a negative, we know it's going to be downward. Which function's graph has a vertex and contains this point? We need to do this one like we did 13. So we know the vertex is h and k. We know the point is x and y. So I'm going to put that in down here. And we have y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. I'm going to plug in 13 for y. I'm going to plug in 5 for x, and I'm going to subtract 3 for h squared plus 5. So I have 13 equals a times 5 minus 3 is 2 squared plus 5. That finally gives me 2 times 2 is 4. 4a plus 5. Subtract 5 on both sides. And we have 4a. I believe that's 8. And now we know that a is going to give us 2. And that's we have a 2 here and a 2 here. So we can rewrite this as y equals 2 times x minus 3 squared plus 5. Let's see. There it is. Your answer is C. Number 18. If this function is written in this form, what is the value of a? Well, once again, we're going to have to do this. And I can see my vertex is right here. And I know my vertex is, if I can see these numbers, -5 and -8. Then I'm going to just pick a point anywhere on the graph. I'll just pick this one. And my point is going to be x is -3 and y is 0. And now I'm going to solve. So I have my h, my k, my x, my y. I'm going to put it in this form. A equals, well, y is 0. 0 equals a times -3 minus h. H is a -5, so this minus becomes a +5 squared. And then k is -8. So we have 0 equals a times 2 squared minus 8. We have 0 equals 2 times 2 is 4. 4a minus 8. We need to move the 8 to the other side by doing the opposite. And that gives us 4a equals 8 divided by 4. We know a is 2. So we can write the function now. So we have y, and I'm going to just write it right here. Y equals a is 2, x plus 5 squared minus 8. Okay. Number 19, which function best represents the graph below? Well, we know it's opening down, so I'm going to mark off the positive ones. It's going to be one of these. And they both have a +4 for the y-intercept, so we just need to see which one works. I'm going to clear the calculator. Second plus 712. So my graph looks okay. I'm going to hit y equals, and I'm going to put in -x² minus 3x plus 4. I'm going to hit graph. And this is hitting at 1 and -4. Looks good. Let's see the next one. It has a +3, so I need to change this to plus and hit graph. And that is not it. We can see it's not correct. So your answer is G. The graph of the quadratic function is shown below. What is the solution to r equals 0? Or they're just looking for when y is 0. Let's see. So they're looking for the solutions, and so let's just find that. So here is an x, and let me see what this number is. This number is a -6. So we know -6. And then on this side we have a 14. Okay, so I don't see the -6, but I see the 14. So they're just looking for a solution. The graph of the quadratic function shown below between the two values of x is has a 0 located where? So we have a 0 here that's right in front of the -1, and then we have one that's right in front of the -4. Okay, they're looking for between which two values of x is a 0 located? Between -9 and 8? Nope. 1 and 2? Nope. -7 and 5? Nope. Between 4 and 5? Yes. Okay, last page. You have a table of values. If one is a solution, what is the other solution? Okay, so we're looking for the zeros, and we can see on the graph, this is our x, this is our y. So when y is 0, we know that's our x-intercept, so your answer is B. What are the x-intercepts of this graph? Well, let's figure it out. Y equals, clear, I have 5x squared plus 4x minus 1. I'm going to hit graph. And looks really good. I can see, well, I can see one of them, but not the other. So I know 1, 0 is -1. So when x is -1, y is 0. And the other one is, we're going to have to use our second trace, and we're going to hit number 2 for 0. And I'm going to hit enter. Then I'm going to go above it, and I'm going to hit enter. And now I'm going to hit guess, and I can see that it is 0.2. Which statement about this function is true? The zeros are 3 and 5 because they factored it. Okay, we need to factor it because, okay, it looks like they factored out a -1, so I need to change the signs on all this. So they factored out a -1, so therefore it becomes x squared plus 2x minus 15. If you see this in front, that's what they did. We never really did this in class, but this is what is happening. And so now we can factor this. And we have x, and then we know 5 times 3 is 15, and we need to have a +5 and a -3. Because we want it to add up to 2. So +5 and -3. Therefore, your answer is +5 minus 3. There's your answer. Okay, and then we set them to 0. So we have x plus 5 equals 0. We need to move the 5. So x equals -5, which that works. Same for here. We have x equals x minus 3 equals 0. Add 3 to both sides, and we have x equals 3, and that works as well. Okay. The next one, it says, what are the solutions to this? Okay, no problem. We can figure that out. We're almost done. We have to factor 2 more things. And first of all, we need to square everything here, which that means we have a 2x minus 7, x minus 7 equals 32. Now we can factor this. We have a 2, that's x squared. That's plus 7x. I'm sorry, minus 7x. This is minus 7x. And this is plus 49 equals 32. Now we multiply everything by 2. So we have 2x squared minus 14x minus 14x plus 49 times 2 gives me 98. 98 equals 32. Okay, so we got rid of all of it. Now we're ready to combine like terms, and I can see I have a 2x squared minus 28x plus 98 equals 32. I need to move this over by subtracting it. And finally, we have 2x squared minus 28x, 98 minus 32 gives me 66. So what times what is 66? Added together, oh, I'm sorry. We need to, the product is going to be 66 times 2, 132, and when added together is negative 28. Good Lord. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm just going to start, let's see, 132 divided by 2. That won't work for the 28. 132 divided by 3. That won't. 132 divided by 4. 33 minus 4 is 29. That won't work. 5 won't work. 132 divided by 6 is 22. Okay, 6 and 22 is 28. Here we go. Okay, so we know that 6 times 22 is 132. And we need to have a negative 28 in the middle. So they both need to be negative. negative 6 plus a negative 22. Well, when we multiply a negative and a negative, we get a positive. And then if we have a negative 6 and a negative 22, that will give us a negative 28. So now we have our factors. We're ready to draw the box. We know the first one is 2x squared. Last one is 66. And then our factors are negative 6 and negative 22. Here we can factor out 22. Here we can factor out a 2. We can factor out a 2. We can factor out a 6. That's negative. That's negative. X. So we're looking for 2x. Oh, they want the solution. So we have to go even further. So we have 2x minus 22 times 2x minus 6. Okay, so we set both sides to 0. 2x minus 22 equals 0. This is a lot of math, but we're almost done. 2x equals 22. Divide by 2. X is 12. Okay, they're using something else here. So this side we know that 2x minus 6 plus 6 on both sides. 2x equals 6. X therefore will be 3. So we have x equals 12 and x equals 3. And this doesn't tell us that at all. Oh, I did it wrong. I'm sorry. Right here is not 12. It's 11. Yay. So we have, and that made me look at that because I had that answer choice, and therefore our answer is C. Finally, it says what are the solutions to this equation, and you need to factor. So we have 3x squared plus 15x. I need to move the 18 over here, and now we can factor that. To save time, because this is already another 17-minute video, I'm not going to do that one. That'll do it, guys. Please turn in your answers, and obviously I did not say the words because I was trying to do the math so fast. I hope this review helped, and I hope you do great on your test. Thank you for watching.